by a show of hands, how many people are familiar with He-Man and Masters of the Universe?
Okay.
Now, how many people have seen the new He-Man movie? No. Anybody planning on going and seeing it? Because there's a spoiler.
Go ahead, sorry.
So all right, okay. So spoiler aside, okay. So in the new Masters of the Universe movie, He-Man and Skeletor kind of going at this duel, and the sword of power. There's this magical sword where there's this kind of this nerdy kind of like over whatever kind of kid or whatever, and he holds up this magical sword and he says, "Oh, I have the power," and he turns into this like barbarian kind of muscle person. And in the movie, Skeletor breaks the sword, and everybody thinks, you know, the power of the universe is in the sword, and he's like laying there dying, and he's in this kind of this dreamlike state, and he's just on this floor in this bedroom, and the sorceress appears, and she says, "What are you doing? Get up." He's like, "But I swear I died." She's like, "Get up." And he's like, but Skeletor broke the sword. And she's like, "What are the words? Say the words." And he says, "I have the power." Yes, the power was always in you. It was never in the sword. And so when he realizes this, he's kind of laying there, and he says, you know, "By the power of Grayskull, I have the power." And then it goes to this whole thing where he pulls out the sword and he heals up, and the sword just magically comes together, and Skeletor's like, "Dang," and so forth and so on. But the point of all that, it just kind of like, you know, it's just kind of like a smack to the face for me, because the power is always, you know, it's within us. And you know, throughout the whole movie was this sword. It was this external source of power that everybody was after and after and after, and even when Skeletor got the sword, he's like, "By the power of Grayskull, I have the power," and nothing happened. So he thinks there's this power that's in the sword, but the sword is just the sword. You know, it is, you know, kind of a vessel, but the power is within. And without that inner power, this sort of power is kind of nothing. So, just a reminder, the power was within. And with what Roger was talking about earlier, it's like, yeah, you know, it's within ourselves. And I forget that 99.99999% of the time. So it's definitely a good reminder for me. And so I thought I would come up here and kind of share that experience with everybody, and hope we're all reminded that we have the power.